Well? Well, if there are recordings kept, maybe you can check them. Anyone left alive out there?
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
The psychologist.
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay?
This is a
My
psychologist.
name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
Bullshit.
What? No. Who told you that?
Look, you...
Turn around. Do it slow.
Okay, relax. This is a psychologist lady. She's not nice. I've told you she would... You're the psychologist. Yes, it's... Of course it's her. I've told you.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
You can talk to Kidman. I have my communicator.
I know.
How do you know? How do you know exactly? Because you're a psychologist and you have effectively secret powers here?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting.
Psychologist.
I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Great.
Right. The team psychologist.
Where's the other guy? Where's the software engineer? What happened to
I have
him?
use whatever tools I have to survive.
I understand, and this is inside of a mind, and you're a psychologist. You're in your element.
Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you.
It's okay. I know you didn't mean to
So they're
harm
sending
me.
independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive?
You like him?
Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We
Yes,
doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms.
I
But
understand.
in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies.
I know,
Their
so.
main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity.
Pride.
They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Art.
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch.
Yeah.
I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
Oh, I will. I love this! And of course, she could possibly talk to O'Neill. They can exchange frequencies and so on. I could help her talk to Kidman if that's of any use. But yes, I had the right intuition. Since, yeah, I was being somewhat mean-spirited, but at the same time, I also had this inkling when I mentioned that his art is bad and so on. He does seem to... He's objectively bad at it. Everyone seems to agree that he's not a good artist. He is indeed a failed artist. He sucks at what he's doing. And my goodness. If he was good at what he was doing, it wouldn't make that much of an impact on him, now would it? Now, you can tell a brilliant artist that he's bad, he's not going to be affected. That just means that you don't know what you're talking about. But if people know he's bad, and he knows they think he's bad, he's grandiose and narcissistic, wants to consider himself great, and you rub his nose in it, point out the fact that he sucks, that's gonna put him off balance. That's gonna piss him off, of course. It's going to make him dangerous. But at the same time, it's gonna unnerve him. We keep on messing with his art. Oh my goodness, there's no telling what he might do. He'll presumably proactively come after us. Even if he's not in his element, even if he's not at his strongest, even if it means going out of his comfort zone and stepping outside of whatever makes him safe. But anyway, let's continue our communication over here. There's one person remaining, the software engineer. We still haven't found him. Unless I've missed something, which I don't think I did. But yeah, basically everything I've said from the very beginning about the psychologist, I was right about. Yeah, no need to repeat that.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt.
Damn right.
It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this.
Yes.
Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe.
She's right.
But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
She's the core. So if I understand the system correctly, she's in charge of everything. As long as we can find her, she may possibly work our way. She may possibly be able to save us all, as long as she puts in the effort. All Sebastian has to do is actually reunite with her. And from that point on, we may just effectively be done. Which is presumably the reason this guy wants to keep Lily as far away as humanly possible. Because he knows the jig is up the moment Sebastian and Lily meet. He can try to traumatize her as much as he wants. I think she's going to be pretty pleased to see that her father is here, is alive, etc. But then again, I understand that Myra is also alive and working for Mobius, so I don't know what to think anymore. Let's talk about psychopaths.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us?
Yes.
He's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
Yeah. Look, once again, we're back to two theories. One of the theories is the simplest one that they have arrived at right now, that that's what happened. That the tests were there, the tests were in place, they were monitoring them, but he snuck on by somehow. Another one is that the tests work. Everything did go according to plan as far as the tests were concerned, but they've missed something crucial. Something presumably I should be able to figure out by now based on the rules of the game. If, say, it's like hypnosis or something like that, then maybe, honestly, at that particular point in time, the guy wasn't horrible, psychopath, and so on. For all we know, that might be the case, and he might have possibly a Manchurian agent sort of scenario. A situation where he only springs into action, like the mole I have mentioned, at a particular point in time. Maybe he got possessed by Ruvik remotely. My current theory was that Ruvik just sent him in there because obviously, if Ruvik if the body of Leslie Withers marched into a Mobius facility and said, "Hey, I would like to take part in the experiment," I'm pretty confident they would have identified him very quickly. And that wouldn't go according to his plan. So he had to recruit someone from the outside. Unless, of course, using his telepathic power, whatever, working remotely, he was able to invade this guy's mind. And this guy, the failed artist that he may have been, somewhat narcissistic as he may have been, wasn't a monster. Yukiko's tests worked. And they didn't detect anything because nothing was there yet. It's just Ruvik entering his mind due to a certain degree of compatibility, possibly? Maybe. It was Ruvik entering his mind further down the line and controlling everything that messed things up. Or the simplest explanation is that she's actually right and they've missed out on something. They've made a mistake. Once again, very simple interpretation. I wasn't willing to roll with it the first time around. The second time around, I kind of accepted it. And now I'm beginning to question it yet again. I don't know. Perhaps we'll find out. Presumably not. There's so much to his personality that's very separate from Ruvik's. We shall see.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But
Yes.
even then, the environment remained relatively intact.
Correct.
Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union.
Yes.
The total breakdown in communication with Mobius.
Yes.
It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
Ruvik.
Could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
Ruvik.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
What? More horrifying than a psychopath. But what? I mean, you know, my hypothesis over here is, oh, Ruvik, but I don't know. This gives me a lot to think about. A lot indeed. Let me collect all the items as I desperately try to ponder this. That is indeed a good point. Things did not just fall apart at Beacon. Even though Ruvik was unstable as he was. I mean, the simplest explanation would be that things are falling apart because Lily's a kid. The ability to hold together an entire world isn't necessarily something you're born with, is it? It's not easy. It takes so much and the guy is actively hurting her, traumatizing her, so it would make perfect logical sense to me that she can't hold it together. But something worse might be going on. What? What could possibly be going on? At least we have a mirror here. Let's go talk to an old friend. We're not going to find out anything we don't already know. She's not a separate person.
Detective Castellanos. Good to see you again.
She only lives as a memory that we have. So the only thing we can possibly find out is what we already know. Just manage to put together in our subconscious. That's the only way we can figure things out through her. She can't tell us anything we don't already know.
You seem more at ease, Detective. You've found a possible ally in this dangerous world.
Not sure about that. I never know who to trust in here. Present company included.
A shame. After all we've been through together.
Oh.
Isolation and distrust aren't symptoms of mental illness, but they are unfortunate byproducts of it. Closing yourself off from others does nothing but agitate your condition. You are human. You require connection the way a plant requires light.
The only connection I require right now is to your machine. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
I'm torn between saying that I didn't need to hear this and that that's exactly what I needed to hear.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
You know, increasing the stamina gauge wouldn't be half bad, but I need at least 3k to be able to do that. My goodness, I needed to do that a while back. I can't really run for too long. But that's okay. I like this. Oh, and we can call in that slide. And the cat is going to give me a reward! Oh, hold on. I can check out Yukiko over here. Nothing to say about her? Fair enough. She's an expert in surveillance, psychological profiling, and of course psychology. Everything makes sense. Talk to Kidman.
Pick up, Kidman.
I'm here.
The first time I saw Myra, she was wearing that uniform. I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I didn't want to admit it to myself. But after she was injured on duty, I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the truth, Sebastian. You know this.
Yes, but he could have trusted his wife. And again, pretty much everyone thought she was crazy, and then again, it kind of seemed like if you end up trusting people against your better judgment, and against the judgment of everyone else, and against everything that makes sense, that's a one-way path to insanity right there. Because on one hand, you may end up in circumstances where that's the only person who knows what's going on and who knows what's actually true. But on the other hand, and much more likely, you are going to end up rolling with something that is absolutely insane. But then, of course, you can never exactly know when one is the case and when the other is, can you? How are you supposed to know if you're in these bizarre circumstances where essentially the minority report is the one you need to take into consideration. The opinion that is an outlier is the one that's correct. It's easy to say that you just shouldn't trust the majority, but at the same time, often enough, the minority are people who are completely and utterly insane. So there's that. They just need 3k. Do I have enough now? I don't think I have enough. You know, I could have bothered remembering
Relax, detective.
how much I needed.
How may I assist you?
Hello, Tatiana. After all we've been through together, you don't even exist. You're dead. And by the time we've met, presumably you were a distant memory as well.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever.
No, 3k is
You
enough.
should think about adding some combat skills.
There we go, Endurance Tier 2. From 120 to 130%. Next up, all the way up to 150. So this was unimpressive. 100 to 120, fair enough. 120 to 130, not that great. 130 to 150, yeah, 20 percentage points. Reasonable. 150 to 170, 20 percentage points again. So this is the weakest improvement you get here. At least as far as Endurance is concerned. But then again, it is a necessary step. So I need 7.5k in order to upgrade to the next level. How am I doing on bolts? Surprisingly well. Alright. Broadly, I have what I need. I should be fine. Does this lady even know that I can travel over there to my little inner sanctum? Need to know what you know. Do you know anything more? Anything more you
By
have?
the way,
No, nothing. Guess we're done here. I guess I should be on my way. I am on the hunt. What was that white thing? What was the goop monster? Well, never mind that, I guess. Next up, through exit D5, we go out onto the surface. The surface. We find a computer then, we reach the theater. I think that's all as far as the Morrow is concerned. Although all of these dead ends that might eventually become accessible. Well, these are marked dead ends, but that's just parts that have collapsed. I don't think the corridors are gonna rebuild themselves, so I don't think we can actually reach anything else at any point in the future. I think this might be it. 4 computers and that's it. Maybe there's a 5th one somewhere around here in the middle. Who knows? Who knows? We shall possibly see. For now, need to head to the theater. See what awaits me there. Actually, let's go through all of these to mark them as seen. This is slide number 4. Where am I in the game? There are 11 slides and I'm on slide 4. Are they just gonna come in droves? Or am I really that early? Is it seriously the case that I'm not even halfway there? That would be bizarre. But then again, there are so many collectibles left to find, I don't know what to think anymore. Alright. D5 is through here. Allegedly. Anything else? Of course, always check those cabinets. 15. A relatively standard amount. What could I have traversed here? Yeah, whatever. Nothing else I can pick up. Fair enough, we're leaving. What could she have possibly meant? Worse than a psychopath. Well, maybe someone... Maybe someone who's just absolutely insane. Someone who has lost his mind. Whose mind is collapsing and is illogical. Maybe someone with horrible nightmares. Because a psychopath at the very least is in control of the experience. Oh, a signal. I'm sorry, buddy. It's presumably just an echo of the past. You never made it, did you? You just died, though. Alright, safe house. Oh, he's just outside, right? Oh, well, here's my mirror. I love that they keep these mirrors around. They're very handy. quite a few harpoon bolts though. Not that I necessarily mind. I love harpoon bolts. On the hunt. Right, let's review the map one more time. There's a safe house up ahead over the... We're over here. It's presumably not much to explore, but I will insist on exploring every single bit of it. I know.
Damn it. Can't feel my hand. That thing nearly tore my arm off. Never gonna kill it with this pea shooter. Needs something bigger. I just need to get into that storage room outside the safe house. But Stevens has the key. She'll come back with the key and the APC. I just need to stay alive. So tired. Just gonna rest here and wait for Stevens.
Yeah, place your bets. Have we seen Stevens? Because, well, there are three possibilities actually. He didn't make it. Because, well, he relatively swiftly bled out. Possibility number two, she, ditched him. Never came back here. What was possibility three? Well, I guess two possibilities are that she never tried, that she never bothered to get back here, she just ditched him. And possibility two, she tried to get back here, but died. The third one is that she did make it back here, but too late. Doesn't matter for him.
All right. The theater. I'm coming for you.
Investigate the theater. Not a problem. These aren't even marked as resonances anymore. They can open doors. I just got spotted. That's so silly. That shouldn't happen. I could have gunned her down too. Which adds to just how pathetic this is. But I do want to go for those stealth kills, so I guess... Guess we need to look for the bushes. Let's start out from the east then. Very well. I know, it's a shrieker or whatever the hell you want to call them. Requires 2 backstabs. Tough cookie. Is the growl coming from inside this bush? Because I don't have an axe. Well, let's check the bushes then. Alright, that thing doesn't seem hell-bent on turning around. So I can just approach it, stab it, retreat, go at it again. You're not here, are you? Alright, let's do it, let's do it. Gotta remember, it doesn't work the first time around, so I'll have to try again. But that's okay. Run. No! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that was an absolutely abysmal failure. Oh, oh wow. I can do better, I guess. I most inevitably can do better. No, don't open that carefully. Lost a bottle. But of all the things, that's the least of my worries, I guess. This has taken a much bigger toll on my dignity. I obviously could have gunned them down. I have the ammo, I just refuse to use it out of stupid pride. And if there's anything I should learn from this experience, and granted it's something I should have known a while back, it's that I presumably ought to take them down in a completely different order. I need to take down that thing last. Now it doesn't matter now because it takes 2 backstabs. So the moment I go for the second backstab, it's fine. It's not gonna get on up again, I think. It's not gonna make enough noise. But the first time around, I should have gone for the other haunted. Not that monstrosity. Come on now. It's reasonably basic. We've been through this numerous times. What does that thing do? It summons all of the haunted from the nearby area. Although it's true, I didn't actually see them. That doesn't exactly do me any favors now, does it? I presumably should have. You know, I should have been paying attention. Also, I can hear the growling, so there's one of those flat beasts around, I guess, and I need to gun that down with extreme prejudice. Could try to harpoon bolt it to death. The easiest solution, of course, is to use the axe, but I don't have the axe. Is it one of those flat beasts? I don't know anymore, because those were snarling, I guess, and this is growling. Those sound like distinctly different things. Wait, where did that thing go? No, it's over there, never mind. There's a train over there. Ah, yes, delightful. This is going to take a decent bit of sneaking around. But yes, I should keep my priorities straight. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. Let's not get spotted. Oh, it's agitated, I see. Yeah, don't worry, it'll go the other way, I guess. Now these two, hypothetically, may notify one another. As I slay one, the other one may notice me and so on. Okay, the Shrieker is going to the right, and this guy is going my direction. The lady is also going the opposite way. So as soon as this guy turns around, I can go after him, stab his back. Come on, turn around, turn around. I don't have all day. It's totally gonna spot me, isn't it?
Shit.
Can see him. Should have used the opportunity I had, damn it, I guess. As long as the Shrieker turns around, I might be able to nail this one. Glorious. Also, I get the axe. Alright, big whoop. I've scored a few kills. Should go and save. Look at that eye camera. It's like a moon. Alright, let's save again. That wasn't particularly smart, now was it? We've made a noise, the thing is right there. But of course it heard nothing and it saw nothing. The theater is right over there, to the west. So obviously we're gonna go east, right? I don't know. Let's circle this. I like to stick to the edges of the world, but that's not always the way to go, I guess. And I don't like to use bottles. I guess I'm keeping them as defensive weapons, which is kind of pathetic. Is that the safe house up ahead? It's probably not. Right, here's the Shrieker and here's the Haunted. As the Shrieker makes its way to the left, the Haunted will make its way over here to me. And then the Haunted will turn around, at which point I'll go for the backstab. Just you wait. Just turn around. I don't have all day. Chevron, 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 chevron. Oh, shut up. Oh! However much stamina you have at that point in time, I think that drains it. I've watched it shiver, I think. And I guess it may not be that obvious considering the fact that at that point in time you're probably not watching the UI. You're probably too busy desperately trying to come up with a solution to the issue. Alright. Yeah, you lock this. It's fine. Yeah, whatever, big whoop, the thing spotted me, sure. But it could alert absolutely nothing. Because all the other Haunted have been taken care of. I guess I could have planned things better, possibly. Chevron, chevron, chevron! Dissolve. Down you go, never to get back up again. Yeah, I think that growl or just planks is just metal fatigue or something like that. It's not an actual creature, or it may be the growling of the moon, the camera up there. That huge thing over there, maybe that's the guy's ego. No, I'm actually kind of serious here. So, as stupid as that sounds, Maybe I should shoot for the moon. Except, of course, it's not the moon. But maybe that's the idea. You shoot that thing. Right in its enormous eyeball. You can't really miss.
I'm the only one who can see it. This thing in here with me. I have to be.
Okay. Unknown resonance, huh? I'm obviously going to investigate everything else before I progress to my destination. I'm going back. I'm saving. The tendrils. The tendrils. But what are they? Well, let's see. Let's think about this. Let's free associate, as I also love. What are we dealing with here? What is this functionally? How does this work? Well, from what I can tell, they connect things. Not necessarily. My intuition was that they connect the disparate parts of the world. But now that I look at it, I think they only latch themselves on to the part that the artist is occupying at a given point in time. So maybe I ultimately don't know, but my idea is that it's ultimately a connection. I thought this was an attempt at making a connection between these separate places, replacing the connection we have right now with a different sort of connection. Whose connection? Possibly Ruvik's. That's my idea. That the world is one way, it's being torn apart, but then it's being put back together. It's being connected by these vile tendrils, because it's ultimately becoming connected to a vile entity. And then it will be reassembled on the other end by that vile entity, reshaped in its own image. Essentially, we're dealing with a sort of a hostile takeover, if you will. It's being hacked, it's being taken control of. If I am correct in this assessment, and if there's anything of substance to what I'm saying other than just vague, what do you even call that? Hand waving. Yeah, other than just vague hand waving. The idea is that this world is not being destroyed. It's being taken over and altered, but not destroyed. That's my intuition. That it's being assimilated instead of being obliterated. Are you on the roof? Of course you are. I have an axe with your name on it, buddy. Oh! Yeah, that hurt. But you hurt more. It's not inside. The evil is not within. But of course, the entrains. That girly scream. Is that the woman the guy was waiting for? The operative who was supposed to save him? Was she the lady with the sniper rifle? Pouch thing. If I am ever to use these stupid things, now would be the time, don't you think? I have plenty spell ones as well. So yeah, let's take the jab, heal on up. Look, I can hear you. There's no element of surprise involved whatsoever. Okay, Vestin, I appreciate this. Except you don't have the axe. Haven't given it the requisite amount of thought now, have I? So yeah, sure, it might be out there, but how exactly am I supposed to dispatch it? Well, the fallen operative is over there. So that's one train essentially cleared out. What about this one? Let's clear out this one before I get an out. Because there's something outside as well, I know. Oh, this is unnerving. A train? It's like Resident Evil 0 all over. I can hear you, alright? Just come out and fight like a dog-like creature. That, you know, just usually sticks to roofs. I hate you so damn much. I'm totally gonna skewer you. Just show your ugly mug. I let go of the left click instead of the... God damn it! If you want to stop shooting now, let go of the right, holding on the left if you are actually holding them on. You can stop playing the scary music now, it's dead. $700. Fair enough. Alright. Any more of them here? Not exactly that I can see. Oh, it's The Guardian, I believe. Even worse than the newspaper. Whew. I can slay that, of course. I can try to stealth kill that. It's probably not gonna end well, but my goodness, the temptation is there. The Juke Diner, It's right there, guys, it's right there. It's patrolling. Let's go for the fallen operative or something. Right. If you're crouched and you hop over something, you go back to being crouched. Convenient. This is it, this is the pouch. It's not like I have ammo for the sniper rifle. And I can find 2 more sniper rifle pouches in the future, apparently. Yeesh. Oh, it's right there, inside. I think. 25 weapon pods. We're moving up in the world, I guess. This is on the other side of the train. Presumably I ought to investigate this as well. The diner is going to be interesting to explore, but I don't think I want to go into the diner quite yet. Who knows what's inside? So let's check this place out first. Then go back, save, do some crafting. Stuff like that. Nothing in the cars? Haven't seen anything in any of the cars for the longest time. Yeah, I get it, it's right there. But I would have to go into the diner. I'm fairly confident it's inside rather than outside. Oh, it's the goddess! Of course she's trash. That's where you belong, goddess.
Gotta destroy them before they change. Yeah, that's the ticket. Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? No. Oh god. No!
Yeah. So... You know... They had the idea of killing civilians before they turn into the Haunted. But if you have a corpse pile of civilians... You know what happens? The Haunted drag more corpses onto the pile, and then those corpses assemble into a Guardian. So no, even that in and of itself isn't the right idea. Yeah, if even killing civilians isn't the right idea. Well, I may have phrased it poorly, but you've heard me. Look, the idea is that if you're gonna go down that route, then my goodness, you should also burn the bodies. Because otherwise, they're still gonna turn. You, Mobius? You have anything on you, buddy?
Parts reassembling into a monster.
That's it. That's the place. That's the resonance. It's sapping the life out of this location, I think. Don't honk the horn. Whatever you do, don't honk the horn. His eyes aren't glowing, as far as I can tell. We'll see. We'll see. You never know with these things. Let's break open the boxes. Sometimes you get good stuff inside. Ten weapon parts. Better than nothing. Hey, wait, isn't that where I save? Oh, I must have had this all wrong. Well, yes and no. That is a safe house, but that's not my original safe house. So I can make my way over there, it's just, I presumably should save over here first. Investigate the theater. Something tells me it's not gonna be the final destination. Okay, final destination sounds a bit too ominous. Fair enough. Let's find a milder term. I don't know if soft language is going to solve issues here. I don't think that's the problem exactly. All right. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Boxes. Yeah, I know. There's a haunted up there. I'll deal with her soon enough. I think it's the floating camera that's making all this noise. Alright. This is largely explored except for that place. Presumably that door is locked, which will make matters significantly easier for me. Pipe? Of course it is. So even though I've wasted a single harpoon bolt, I can craft plenty more of them.
There's a lock on this door. Looks like if I had a key, I could open it.
You may be able to find a key on one of these guys, I guess. Right, let's see this vision and then we go save. I have a bad feeling about this.
Sure, why not?
I sincerely hope I won't have to fight the monster after seeing the vision.
Into a monster. Sure, why not? I'm not surprised by anything I see in here anymore. Won't happen again. I'll burn these before they can change. Wait. Did that arm just twitch? Shit. No.
Run.
No.
I'm so sorry, dude. Did I just get green gel for seeing the vision? Is that how this works? I presumably should have... Shit! Oh look, boxes I haven't investigated. Look, I've mentioned this. I figured that thing would go after me in short order. I've just underestimated the time scale. But then again, I figured investigating that was a I haven't actually investigated it, have I? I had the button, but it jumped out of nowhere and well, Bob's your uncle. Hold on, but that's another corpse pile. Oh dear. Will there be another one of these monstrosities? Well, hey, they offer reasonable opportunities as far as green gel is concerned, so maybe I should try slaying all of them. Maybe I should try backstabbing them. Presumably won't work particularly well, but at this stage, oh, it's so tempting to try to backstab them. It'll presumably fail miserably, but I'll still try. Also, I have over 5k green gel. Might as well at least try to get some upgrade, although I don't think I can get one immediately. Can I afford one? Well, I might as well try, right? Let's check basically everything I can. Can I craft anything? Any upgrades I can get? 320 weapon parts. I could upgrade my harpoon bolts to deal more damage. Not half bad. Some upgrades to smoke bolts. I'm tempted by the third upgrade, I guess, and I have plenty of smoke bolts, and I'll be able to get even more smoke bolts. Okay, so it's a choice. I can either go down the harpoon bolt route and then make them flaming, or I can go for the bolts I already have in spades that allow me to disengage and that allow me to engage in my favorite activity, meaning sneak kills, which I can couple with the predator trait and so on, so I can close the distance quickly. Yeah, I presumably should go for the stupid smoke bolts, and I should start using them a lot. So yes, I need 350 weapon parts to get this upgrade, but at the same time, it combos perfectly with everything I have. I already have plenty of smoke bolts on one hand, and on the other, it's gonna be 12 seconds of blindness for everything inside the smoke cloud, and I'll be able to sneak kill everything inside the smoke cloud. Perfectly worth it. You deploy this and you've got 12 seconds to kill basically everything. It's a single use of this thing. So if you have a swarm of monsters, yeah, especially if you love those stealth kills like I do, and if you can actually kill them, most people would probably be able to pull it off. You have a swarm of monsters, you deploy the single smoke bolt, stab, 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 they all go down. You have 12 seconds to slay them all. And if you can't do that, you can fall back on falling back, using regular weapons, or whatever you want to do. All you need to do is deploy the smoke bolt once. Just find the time to plop it down onto the ground, and within the smoke, you slay. Hold on, speaking of which, might as well try to craft some things. Now, I can't craft any more smoke bolts. I already have 6 out of 6, and I still have, I don't know, 3 more to pick up. So, no, let's not try to craft any more smoke bolts, right? I can craft 3 more harpoon bolts, and then if I find any harpoon bolts, I won't be able to pick them up. Do I want to use harpoon bolts on the Guardian? I presumably ought to, otherwise what am I even doing? I think I'll use them on the Guardian. So yeah, let's craft them. Fill up my inventory this way. I have so much gunpowder. Fine, let's craft the single explosive bolt that I can. 1 medkit. I also have the herbs. I'll leave this slot for the extra syringe. I really don't need to carry 4 of them every single step of the way. 0 fire extinguishers. What do you even use fire extinguishers for? I've seen them around. What, will I have to go for the entire game, collect all the fire extinguishers to be able to craft another type of bolt entirely? That would be annoying. Another type of bolt. Presumably there'll be another one. Presumably I won't be able to scroll, so there's that. So many additional shock bolts can be crafted. 10 of them to be precise. Yeah, and in hindsight, that's hardly shocking. Yeah, you deploy those and all the enemies around you are stunned, so you can stomp them, kick them, do whatever you want to them. I have so many tools at my disposal. I'm just going to leave 48 units of gunpowder. Just ignore them. 10 units of smoke. I need to deploy those smoke bombs. I have all the tools and I refuse to use them. The oil drums, everything. There's so much room to just play around and creatively kill enemies. The business district is where we are right now. Well, let's get down to business. As you know, there's the Guardian out there. And I am seriously considering the idea of trying to backstab her. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but at the same time, it sounds wildly appealing. Whereas, of course, she's gone. She's in another part of town entirely right now. Who knows? I could presumably just pelt her from a distance with the harpoon bolts, but that's not as fun. But yeah, she appears to be gone. She's somewhere else now. Which is okay, I guess. Alright. In that case, I'll go back and explore other areas. I was supposed to interact with this first, though. Will I get,
They're burning the bodies. Why?
Well, Sebastian, isn't it obvious? Well, that wasn't particularly dexterous, now was it? What do I use then? I should presumably set her on fire, but that's not gonna be easy. Click. But I don't mean out of ammo, I mean just click as in reload this. Cloud explosive. Why did that not explode? Oh, that was deadly. You can't actually do it. It's not fair. Well, yeah, I got a bit too greedy over there. But since I'm already here... I could and should presumably heal. Wait, do you just destroy every head? Because she's got a number of them, but... I think if you just blow up every single head, you'll be fine. There's quite a few heads, though. Oh, come on, you're annoying me now. The laser sight doesn't work if you're out of ammo. Intriguing. Ow. And yeah, that killed me. First she seemed invincible, then she was a boss fight, now she's just out there as a mini-boss. Enough damage will take a Guardian out, so I just need to have the reflexes and positional awareness to avoid getting hit. Regardless, I'll just avoid her for now. To watch me explore the business district, see the next part of my playthrough of The Evil Within 2. Thanks for watching and you will see me elsewhere.